I'd like to know, are you really ready for some super dynamite soul? And thank you, because now it's start time.
Peace, this is DJ Rockwell, the nation's #1 DJ, and you are tuned in to the place to be, the Rockwell Radio Show. And I can't even tell you how excited I am, because some things just happen only by the permission and will of Almighty God.
Yes, sir.
If you look who's in the building with me, some of these faces, you know, some of you might not, but I tell you what, before it's over and said and done with, you will know these brothers to my right, your left. But before we do any single thing at all, before I introduce these great black men, I want you to go ahead and hit that Facebook like, share. Hit that YouTube subscribe,
Yes,
because it's about to be live, on, and popping. I'm going to start with the brother to my right, your left. You know him. He's been on the show any number of times. Controversy follows him wherever he goes. He is none other than my brother, the mighty Derreck, Fourreal.
Yeah. Praise be to Allah.
Welcome back to the show, B Fourreal.
Thanks for having me back, brother.
Don't let you get a little bit on mic.
Oh, thank you for having me back, bro. You know what I mean? We are live right here, rocking with DJ Rockwell.
The Rock.
And to his far right,
Yes,
on
sir.
the other end of the table,
Yes, sir.
in Atlanta, visiting us from Milwaukee.
Yes, sir.
Please welcome to the Rockwell Radio Show for the second time, my brother and yours, the mighty Gat Turner.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, family. My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. All praise is due to Allah.
That's how Denzel was coming. You got that money under the kitchen floor.
Yes, sir. Praise Allah.
Yes, sir.
We're going to call this episode Unscripted. This is how we got here, family. My man Gat Turner reached out to me a few days ago, and he said, "Yo, Rock, I'll be in Atlanta on date blah 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 blah.
Yes, sir.
We got to get face to face." I said, "Say less." You
Yes,
know?
sir. Yes, sir.
And when I knew my brother was in the city, I reached out to him and said, "Yo, did you make it safe?" He said, "Yeah." Not only that, I'm kicking in with Derreck Fourreal at a store
Yes,
right
sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
And then I said, "What y'all doing tonight?"
In typical DJ Rockwell fashion. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when it was only by God's permission that these brothers said, "You know what? We en route. We about to pull up." And here they are right now, D
Yes,
Fourreal
sir. Yes,
and Gat
sir.
Turner.
Praise
When
be
do you
to
see
Allah.
that happen?
Yes,
Pulled
sir.
up.
When do we see that happen?
Hey, man. Like you say, by Allah's will, brother.
Anytime that an NOI Hip-Hop artist is in Atlanta, this is like the basement.
Right.
This is Rap City of the NOI Hip-Hop right now.
Yes, sir.
Check in.
So, brother, let's start with Gat Turner, man. Go ahead and tell us what you're doing in the city today.
Praise be to Allah, man. Well, assalamu alaikum, brother, to your listening audience and your
Wa
human
alaikum
audience.
salam.
Yes, sir, man. Well, I first want to thank you, man, for inviting me over and being a gracious host, man. You know, it's not too often you can just pop up in the middle of a week in a brother's city and he make himself available to you. You know, we have our lives going on and things like that. So, you know, I'm in the city now, man, because it's a conference going on. And, you know, when I'm not Gat Turner and I'm Brother Sean Muhammad,
Come on now.
you know, I'm a director of a domestic violence agency.
Word.
Yes, sir. So I've been doing that work for 23 years now, and we work with human trafficking victims, sexual abuse victims, as well as domestic violence victims. And I guess, you know, your brother is kind of considered an expert in that field.
Say word.
Yes, sir. So, and you know, in the development of culturally responsive services, you know, meaning services designed by Black people for Black people. So I was invited to be a presenter at this conference, and the rest is history.
Come on, brother, man. Well, this applause is for you for helping our people and out there in the world doing what you do.
Yes, sir.
That's needed and important. How long have you done that?
I've been doing that work. I've been at this agency for 23 years now.
Word.
I started off with a collaborative grant, our mosque, working with shout out to the Asha Project. We were doing HIV outreach, and you know, being an FOI, you know, me along with another brother, we were very successful. You know, typical HIV outreach, you know, when they go into the field, they get one blood or one person to test, that's a good day. But me and another brother, shout out to Brother Robert Muhammad, you know, when we went out in the field, we would go out with chips, you know, sodas, sandwiches. I would park my Burb on a little space and bump some music. Man, we would get 50, 60, 70. At one point, I think the most we got was over 100 bloods.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, the people in the state of Wisconsin were asking the city of Milwaukee, how are you getting all of these people tested? You know, and they would say, hey, it's the Asha Project, you know. And the woman who was running it at that time, who still runs it, she's the founder, but I'm the director. You know, she's getting up in age, so I do all of the work, you know. She kind of like Lady Eloise and Boomerang.
Come
Yeah, so, you know, and she basically told him it's the FOI. FOI going into parts of the city that you all don't want to go to.
Listen.
You know, and the people trust him. So, you know, me and the brother, we would go with the final call and get the people food and drink. And, you know, they trusted us. And by the grace of Allah, you know, we would get them tested and treated. You know, and we had a measure of success with that. And I've been with her ever since.
Come on. Beautiful, my brother.
Praise
Absolutely beautiful. D Fourreal, a.k.a. Hustle man, businessman, man of the people out on the block, make it do what it do.
Come on now.
Yes, sir. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yes.
Assalamu
Alaikum salam.
Big brother, welcome back to the show, man. And again, this is Unscripted, people. There is no script. There is no pre-planned questions here. Mm-hmm. This is just us being brothers on the camera and talking about the things we love, Islam and hip hop.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Right. And really, it's the takeover. You know what I mean? It's the for real takeover. Yeah, I mean.
Y'all see here in the center, right?
I'm in the center today. You know what I mean? I got the mighty Gat Turner. I got my brother DJ Rockwell. And I'm gonna say this, brother, because this man interviews everybody that's somebody in this beautiful nation of Islam. You know what I mean? When it comes to the music, like he's to me is the number one supporter. He interviewed everybody. So today what we gonna do is interview him.
Watch out now.
What makes you show so much love to NOI artists, brother? Whether their music is not where it need to be or whether it is where it need to be. I never heard you hate on nobody project before. And I'm like, I know he don't like that record, but okay. But you know, but the love that you demonstrate, bro, over all of these years, man, like everybody in the nation who does music got a DJ. My brother.
Right here.
So what makes you show so much love to NOI artists and why?
Man, I must give you the short version story. Because when I came in the mosque in 96, I thought that we wasn't allowed to do hip hop. I thought that, you know, I had to give up that whole life. And for a couple of years I did, you know, And I had a talk with my regional minister at that time was brother Minister Jamil Muhammad. I asked him one day, yo, is it okay if I do this hip hop to go after the audience of the people? And they say, man, you ain't got to ask for permission to do good.
Come on,
praise be to Allah. Brother Derreck said that.
Talking about that.
Said that today.
You don't have to ask permission to go get God's people. Use every tool that you have.
Yes, sir.
And I started seeing all of the various hip hop artists across the nation.
Okay.
The first one I met was the ex niggas.
Right,
sir.
Brother Young Khan Adon,
Yes,
brother
sir.
Hashim
Shout out
Hakeem,
Young Khan and Ace Deuce.
Man,
brother Aziz,
Big brother Aziz.
and when I saw them, it was over with.
Yes, sir.
I think they was really well. Besides my brother Cam, like just on some soldier music, ex niggas. You know what I mean,
Yes,
brother,
Kick
man,
that thing
and
off.
you can't have this conversation without talking about West Coast Cam.
Right. He's like the godfather of the
Yes,
whole,
sir.
like the whole just rappers in like that's
Absolutely.
We
You know
are
what I mean?
standing on his shoulders, their
Yes, sir.
shoulders.
Yes, sir.
And ever since then, man, I pulled my turntables back out. I pulled my headphones back out.
Mhm.
And I said, man, anybody that do hip hop in the nation, let's go.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. And NOI Hip-Hop was born.
Wow.
Praise be to Allah, man. Hey, don't forget, you pull your booth out too.
Come on now.
Remember that year you brought your I said, man, this dude is dedicated, brother.
Uh-huh.
So I have to share pictures of that year and tell that story. This was, I forget what year it was. It was at least 5 years ago. We showed up at Savior's Day. Where we, Chicago or Detroit?
Chicago.
We showed up in Chicago in the vendors area,
Yes, sir.
and we built a recording booth
Yeah, brother.
in the vendors area, a full scale recording booth. D.
How I missed that?
It was way more than 5 years, bro.
Oh, is it more than that?
You've been putting in work for a long time.
I missed that one.
And we had a control booth, we had the mixing board, we had a
Yes.
microphone, and we would
Yes.
charge people come in a couple of dollars, go in the booth and drop some bars. We'll record it and then play it back for you. And if you like it, we'll give you a CD.
Man, I couldn't believe
Nobody had ever seen anything like that.
I couldn't believe it, brother. Look, it was rough for me just bringing a couple boxes of CDs.
Man.
So this brother, when he brought a recording booth, and he had like a mobile recording studio, brother.
Wow.
And I was like, man, whoever he is, man, I got to hitch my wagon to him.
Man,
This dude
come on.
was dedicated.
Wow.
That undertaking was so crazy.
Yeah.
We said we ain't never doing this.
Right.
Hey, but you know what though? I've been in love with you ever since, brother.
Praise be to Allah.
Yeah, brother.
Praise be to Allah.
Ever since,
Yeah.
man. So, nah, man, that's
Wow.
I don't even know what to say about that, brother. That is some dedication right there.
But we had a ball.
We did.
And evidently we impacted brothers because we still talking about it today.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what are your requirements if like you got a brand new artist in the nation, they trying to get their music out, they want to send you some music, what do you require from these artists to get a special spot on the DJ Rockwell mixtape slot? What do you recommend?
Be good. Be good, man. People, and I have arguments coming and going on Facebook and on social media every day.
Okay.
About, you know what, man, y'all corny. Y'all corny.
Right.
And sometimes it's coming from us.
Most of the time.
It's come from us, And every record doesn't come from somebody who actually put out money to go to a recording studio to get it mixed, to get it mastered
They recorded it on their phone.
on their phone and send it and think stop. I don't want to discourage anybody,
Right.
but I want to inform people, if you're going to do it right.
Do you lie to people if they don't got a good song? You tell them it's good anyway?
Never.
What do you tell them?
And I've lost some friends about it.
So what do you tell them if they sent you this record, like, and you know how we do, oh, this fire, this that one, and then it's not, it's water. What do you do?
I'm honest and I tell them, but because this is so subjective, people will think, you hating, you don't like it. No, I'm not hating.
Okay.
I'm telling you some actual facts. This record needs to be remixed. This record needs to be mastered. This needs song structure.
Right.
This needs more direction. You can't have a whole a 20-minute record where you just rapping.
Right, no hooks.
Yes,
We
sir.
need to learn song structure.
Right.
You know, so I'm all down with creativity and how to, you know, do your own thing. But remember, we working in the commercial world.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So give us a product that I can work with.
A product that he could work with.
Yes, sir.
Now, Gat, check this out, bro. Now, let me say something about my brother Gat Turner. We were speaking earlier how, you know, in the nation, we may not personally know each other when we first meet, or you might know a person I know of that brother. I don't really know him like that, but I know him.
Yes, sir.
The beautiful thing about the brotherhood is, even if you don't know him, it's like, if you want to get to know your brother, like it feel like y'all been knowing each other forever, like really blood brothers who I ain't met in so long. You know what I mean? So I say that to say that I've always admired Gat's style. I ain't never been a hater, man. Like, to me, he's one of the top 5 in the nation when it comes to bars. Like, full songs, bars.
No,
you know what I mean?
joke.
Bars, like, it's a few of us, you know what I mean? But Brother Gat be having projects, you know what I mean? Every Savings Day, I'm always looking forward to, I got to get Gat CD, I'm going to get Hashim CD, I'm going to get Khan the Don CD, I'm going to get Golden Child CD, but it's just like Great Coast CD, you know what I mean? Every year. But I look forward, and it's like when I see my brother, even when he came in the store today, it's our first time really kicking it, like kicking it, you know what I mean? But I'm like, man, it's love. You know what I mean? It's that genuine brotherhood love for the Most High Muhammad, I'm Mr. Farrakhan. So when you write in your bars, like, what makes you focus on, I don't want to call it nation music, but just positive, conscious music? What makes you stick to that script as opposed to going out writing something about some street stuff?
Good question.
You know, man, I just do me.
You taking over,
You know?
Rock? Come on. Say you
Praise
just do
be
you.
to Allah.
Unscripted, bro. Unscripted.
Come on.
Yeah, I do me, man. So, you know, really, me, I'm positive. You know what I mean? So I just give them what I got. You know, I study a lot. You know, you know, so that's what's floating around in my mind. You know, the words of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the voice of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, man. So, you know, that's how I try to live my life, you know, and I try to keep it positive because I'm trying to keep my life positive.
Say that part.
You know what I'm saying? So the way that I live is what comes out in my music. And even though, you know, it's positive, I'm not all the way right. So every once in a while I let a word slip, or, you know.
Keep it 100, bro.
Yeah, I keep it 100, man. You know, I got a song on this new project I'm about to drop on the Holy Day of Atonement. It's called 100 AF.
Come on, man. Come on.
You know, so I mean, that's me though. You know, I mean, you get the good with the bad. But my thing is I'm more bad than good. You know, so I'm trying to walk in the footsteps of our Father, man. Trying to go where he say go and stay from where he say stay from. You know, and keep his voice and the words of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the forefront and in the subconscious of my mind, brother.
Man, come on.
Let me throw one at you. When you were on the show last with brother Greco,
yes, sir.
We talked briefly about your record where I first was introduced to you with, of course, I Am the Mosque. What year was I Am the Mosque, and what was going on in your life? And I want to make this record known to people, because if you haven't heard that record,
come on, classic.
You got to go back and find I Am the Mosque by Gat Turner.
Yes, sir.
And inshallah, I'll have a link to it in the description of this video before this is all over with. What was going on with Gat Turner at that time when you wrote that song?
Man, well, what was going on with me? I actually had an experience similar to yours, where, you know, you thought that you had to stop doing what Allah blessed you to be a master of, right? Not knowing that you can use what Allah gave you to go after the people. It's a certain demographic of our people that will only respond to you.
How about that?
You see what I'm saying? Allah gave you that gift to go get them, right? So I can't do what you do, right? So it was a time, man, where I was growing in the teachings, you know, and you know, in the work that I do and as a hip hop artist. And, you know, I was on the radio and, you know, speaking at schools and stuff like that, you know, so I wasn't necessarily at the mosque as much as I used to be.
Right.
You know, when I initially came into the mosque, you know, I was a lieutenant and a first officer. And at one point I was even a brother in charge. So I was at the mosque all the time. But as I started to grow in the teachings, a lot of my work was out in the community, you know. So a brother, you know, was like, well, hey man, you know, who gave you permission to go on the radio? Did you get permission to go on the radio? You know?
Listen.
Brother Sean, what are you doing in the prison? Are you, did that get approved? Or, you know, but don't get me wrong, I wasn't just a renegade, man. I was always in constant communication with my minister. But, you know, but when the brother asked me that, you know, I don't see you as much at the mosque, you know, you only come out on FOI class, or you only come out on Sunday. And just right on cue, I told him, man, I am the mosque.
Listen, give that some a round of applause, man. Come on, brother.
You know,
He's fed up.
man,
Right.
I am the mosque, brother. Everywhere I go,
Come on.
we have mosque because it's in me. So if I go to the school become the mosque.
Listen.
If I go to the prison become the mosque. If I'm performing in the club is the mosque.
Listen.
I'm gonna have everybody in there saying I am the mosque. I'm gonna teach everybody the proper response to Assalamu alaikum.
Listen.
I'm gonna spit in the name of Master Fourreal Muhammad, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So I'm transforming this place into the mosque, just like if we leave the building that we practice our faith at and go to another building, that building don't stay the mosque and the new building is not the mosque. It's the people that make the building the mosque.
Listen.
Right. So that was my intent with that song, you know, even though I, you know, had misunderstanding from people who are not hip hoppers. You know, I mean, I had people accuse me of saying that I was telling the brothers they didn't have to go to the mosque. So, man, name one lyric in there where I said that, man.
Right.
Brother, why you missing classes for? I am the mosque.
Right.
Gat
say I didn't have to come, man. Come on, brother. Stop.
That's wild. That's wild.
Man, you would be surprised, brother. But you know, that was the motivation behind that song, you know. Cause just like Brother Jamil, and shout out to Brother Jamil, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, when he told you didn't need permission to do good, you know, I had to have a brother tell me that. Brother Fourreal had to have a brother tell him that, you know, because we all run up against people when you expressing your individualism within the greater nation.
Listen.
You know, they don't necessarily recognize that your growth. They might think that you're deviating, but it's not that. You know? It's just that you're growing and you have an individual mission within the greater mission.
Yes.
You know?
Let me ask y'all both a question I want y'all both to respond to.
Yes, sir.
I was watching a couple of years ago something that Lord Jamar said on his podcast in reference to Muslims doing hip hop. And he said years ago, he knew a brother coming up in the nation that was an MC. And he said, looking at it, he was comparing the 5% who are anchored in hip hop culture versus the nation who didn't seemingly fit so well into hip hop culture. What would you say to that comparison? Because his words were, you know, I almost took offense, but I had to let it go. That, you know, that if we seem the mechanical and like that the FY and bow ties aren't a good match inside of hip hop culture. How would you address that sentiment?
I would say I would have to respectfully disagree with my brother, you know, because when you look at, we mentioned Cam, you know, when you look at Cam, brother, Cam is absolutely an elite lyricist.
That
right?
is.
You know, now that Lord Jamar, maybe he ran into a brother who, as we all can agree, there are some people who are rapping who maybe they should not be rapping. Right. So, and it's not for me to say that they shouldn't be rapping, but what I'm saying is that that's not necessarily their gift.
Their lane.
Right. So if he's running into a brother like that, that's different. But if he runs into Cam, he can't say that. He running into Greco, he can't say that. Right. He running into J-Elect or Gat or Fourreal, he can't say that.
Right.
Come on.
Right. So it depends on who he's running into, you know, because you can't say that the Nation of Islam doesn't have place in hip hop when, from my vantage point, hip hop was given birth out of the teachings of the Nation of Islam.
Listen.
Come on.
You know,
I got a show coming up that's going to deal with that very subject.
Praise be to Allah. See, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he was putting in his work in the city of New York. It was his words, his teaching, his efforts in the city of New York that gave birth to the men and women who gave birth to hip hop.
Listen.
You know, so when it's not a coincidence when you go to New York, you run into all of these people with these Muslim names.
Right.
You know, it's not a coincidence that even the 5% nation or the nation of God's and earth, that's birthed out of New York. You know, those people were influenced by what he did as a minister in that city and in that state. So his influence gave birth to hip hop. Undeniably. So I would have to respectfully disagree with him. And, you know, I mean, I would have to tell him to check out some of my past work, check out some of our current work. And this new thing I'm about to drop on the 16th.
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
we're going to ask about it. What you say, for real?
Disrespectfully talking about, first of all, you know what I mean? Like, who is you? Because let's be real, bro. You came into the kitchen, got the seasoning, and left out the kitchen, then come back in the house. And when I say that to say, like, who are you to say? It's really the discipline, right? Those of us that's strictly like dealing with nation music, let's just say that, and the 5%ers who are doing hip hop, y'all still want to hold on to this world and be niggas, man. Like, let's just keep it real. You know, 5 cigarette, God. Like, all this type of stuff, like, man, it don't make sense, bro. But you looking at us like we corny because we strive, all right, we ain't going to get off into that. We're going to keep it clean. We're going to keep it as pure without being corny as possible. And it's going to be different. It's going to be different. Now, I always used to say that it's our fault because we put ourselves out there like all we do is drill. Right. We in every video drilling. That's not all we do.
Listen.
You know what I mean? And it's too many of us who want to be a part of these videos, run into the video shoot and let's drill. Is that for a while? We not robots, man.
There's more to us.
It's more to us than that. But since y'all not seeing that, it's going to be a small group of us to show y'all. Like we keep going back to Brother Cam. Cam made it cool for you to be a Muslim and yes, just sir. Be yourself. Yes, sir. Be yourself, man. And we made it cool for that. So I don't want to put 5% against, you know, nation music. Of course. We all family. You know what I mean? But respect what's going on the inside of the house. We in here cleaning up. Y'all ain't here coming in with your shoes dirty. And then we got to clean up behind you again, bro. If you want to be dirty, man, keep that stuff outside, man. Do your music over there then. You know, I just don't like how you want to compare us for just striving to be right, bro. Striving to make good music and appropriate music. Right. While you over here doing your thing, we not disrespecting how you do it. Don't ever disrespect us how we in here holding us down, man.
That part.
You know what I mean?
Let me flip the question. Another way to look at this that I have experienced over the years of doing NOI Hip-Hop, and as you pointed out, in a way, there's been a little resistance from even in the house because they look at it as us bringing the world into the house. How do you address those who are, you know, the anchors of the nation and those who are the pioneers that aren't necessarily in our generation and don't necessarily understand the culture, that have that fear that's what's happening when we do this?
Yeah, you know, that kind of brings to mind, I actually saw an interview with Dr. Alim before, and Dr. Alim talked about how he was in college going to medical school.
Yes, sir.
And some of the old school brothers were like, "You don't do that. You know, you need to drop out of school and take up another bundle."
Right. Right. We all know them kind of cats.
Right.
We heard that story before.
Right. You know, and so they didn't understand what Allah was inspiring that man to do. But what if he listened to that fool?
Listen.
Like, even though he had on a suit and a bow tie and he was in the temple with him, that man was a fool. And look what we have today with Dr. Alim. Look at the work that he's done with HIV. Look at the work that he's doing now in the pandemic with COVID-19. We wouldn't have him if he listened to a man that didn't understand his mission. So it's the same thing with us. Now, me as a hip-hopper, you know, I mean, I have some people who look at the work that I do back in Milwaukee with the gangs and the 10,000 Fearless, or with even with my job, with domestic violence, human trafficking, and you know, they look at me like, well, what do you need to be rapping for? But it's a whole demographic of people that respond to me that won't respond to you. So I have to do what Allah puts in me. Even if you don't understand it, I have to do it, because Allah communes with us individually just like he communes with us as a nation. You know, and the inspiration that I got from Allah, and even Allah's representative with us right now, was that he always pushed us to do hip hop. He always courted the hip hop community.
Right.
So what do I look like with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan courting the hip hop community and inspiring the rappers to put his message in the music? They not gonna do that better than me. They don't understand.
Come on, man.
This mission better than I do. They don't understand these teachings better than I do. So because I was blessed by Allah to have the gift to rap, then I'm gonna take what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan taught me and put it in the rap. Because they don't know the teachings like us. You know, so we can't expect a brother who hasn't studied and read How to Eat to Live, read Message to the Black Man, read Our Savior Has Arrived and Fall of America, to articulate over the beat better than one of us. So that's our mission, man. That's what I say to that.
I became the filter of filthy music, meaning that we're gonna take this filth and run it through this filter. Like the record that I got, I'm in love with the people.
Right, love that song.
It really came, all praise due to Allah. It came from OT Genesis, I'm in love with the Coco.
Right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So I'm like, man, I don't want my son over here or my daughter talking about I'm in love with the Coco. Like, you tripping. I tell you what, we're gonna run it through the filter.
Yes,
we ain't in love with the Coco, we in love with the people.
Listen,
yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And just like taking all that type of music, like the brother said, another record from OT Genesis. I love his energy and all of that, but what he talking about just ain't for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when he's like, what he say? That prop's way too good. You need to cut it. What was he saying? Remember that Cut It song OT Genesis got? You need to cut it. I was like, well, that bean pie look way too good. You need to cut it. You know, I'm just remixing. You know, just making it cool.
I'm gonna pull your mic up to you.
Okay, yes, sir. Just making our way of life cool, bro. Like, like our way of life, being striving FOI, striving MGT, man.
Come on,
it's the best thing, bro. Like, let's make this more attractable than what we're attracted to out on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Man, I'm gonna stop and do a quick station ID. This is DJ Rockwell, the nation's #1 DJ, and you're tuned into the Rockwell Radio Show. This is completely unscripted, unplanned, no pre-planned questions. Right now, some might say what we're doing is shooting from the hip. But as you can tell, the spirit is in the house.
You know what? We can shoot from the hip because we got a Gat for real, and we're going to rock you very well.
Tell them that part. And wherever you are watching at, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe today to the Rockwell Radio Show. We want to hear from you. Hit us, and above all, share the show. Share the show, because what we do here for the hip-hop community, you can't get anywhere else. So we're halfway into the show already. We're going to take a 30-second break. Don't go away. This is DJ Rockwell with the Rockwell Radio Show.
This is your brother Willie Muhammad, and I'm asking each and every one of you all to tune into the DJ Rockwell Show, live online. Peace.
Peace. This is your sister Aisha, the mental resurrectionist, hailing out of Baltimore, Maryland. Listen, whenever I'm online, I always tune into the Rockwell Radio Show. It's that hype. It's that dopeness. And you should tune in too. Peace to my brothers David and DJ Rockwell for holding it down, locking it down, giving us those sounds. Love y'all. Peace.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sister Latasha Muhammad, and when I'm online, I rock with the Rockwell Radio Show.
Let's go to this final call commercial real quick.
Worldwide, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download the Final Call Radio app and take us everywhere. On your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also log on to finalcall.com and click the Listen Live button, or finalcallradio.com. Final Call Radio, the official voice of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam.
We're back. This is DJ Rockwell, the nation's #1 DJ. And with me live in studio today, my brother in the middle is our brother Derreck Fourreal in the house with us.
Yes,
I'm telling you, it's going down, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and on the opposite end of the table from me, the man himself, the one who brought us I Am the Mosque and got a brand new project coming up. Welcome to the Rockwell Radio Show, our brother Gat Turner. Come on, man. Come on. In the building.
Praise be to Allah.
And again, this is what we call completely unscripted.
Yes, sir.
This is just happening by the grace of God. Normally I'll write out my thoughts. I'll write out my questions. It's thought all the way through. And in this case, each question is coming right from the heart. Each statement is coming right from the heart.
Come on.
So, brothers,
I got another question. Take over.
Yes, sir.
In 2021, brothers, with the mosque not being physically open, I know you are the mosque.
Yes, sir.
Right? What keeps you from unraveling?
Great question.
Right now.
Great question.
Yes, sir. Me? Oh, man, well, greater is he that is in me
Listen.
than he that is in the world, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when the scripture says, let this mind be in you, the same that is in Christ Jesus.
Come on.
You know, we know that that's the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So, in order for him to be in me, I have to study him. And I have to study the man that he told me to study, told me to watch.
Come on.
And I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I've read every one of his words that I could get my hands on. And I've listened to every one of the words of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan of lecture that I can get my hand on. It's very rare that I hear something that I haven't heard before.
Right.
You know, so I try to feed on that so that I can become that.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I want that in my mind more than anything else.
Come on.
You know, and even when it comes out of me, I want it to come out of me. I mean, of course, it's my own expression,
right?
But it's their words. You know what I mean? It's their way. It's their way of life. It's the mission, you know. So trying to live that life, man, and you know, and deposit those words. And that lifestyle inside of me, man, that's the thing that keeps me grounded, man. Yes, sir. Praise
about you, brother.
My answer to that question is the commercial that we just ran.
Yes, sir.
Everybody should have the Final Call Radio app on their phone.
Yes, sir.
It's a lifeline for us
to
be able at any given moment when you need a quick boost from the minister,
right?
Tap in.
Yes,
Literally tap in.
Right, sir.
The final call at your fingertips. Tap in.
Right.
Just because the doors are closed don't mean the information has stopped flowing.
Come on.
brother. And my last thought, I thought of the scripture in the Bible where we learn about the 7 virgins and their oil lamps.
Yes, sir.
The scripture that tells the story of one of them wanting to borrow oil from one of the other ones.
Yes, sir.
We at a time now when your lamp go out and your oil, you better start filling up your oil lamp now.
Right. That's right, brother.
Because it's about to get dark.
While you can.
It's about to get dark. So I use those tools and reading the books.
Yes, sir.
Reading the How to Eat to Live chapter 1 and 2, which is the most important of all right now, outside of the Word of God himself.
Yes,
feeding on our lessons, feeding on message to the black man, feeding on the fall of America.
Yes, sir.
We better feed on those like it's a bowl of soup.
Absolutely.
Man, you know, it's a beautiful thing as I sit here and listen to both of y'all answers, how you can have 3 black men here, you know, quoting scriptures. And it's like you said, it's not rehearsed or nothing. And the most time Elijah Muhammad say, you know, you could do this work with very little study.
Come on.
You might have read something a year ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever y'all just quoted, I might have read that 2 or 3 years ago, but it'll come up on the spot
instantly.
Yes,
so what my share is a verse that's in the Quran: let your eyes be cool to what others may have.
Listen,
right? Okay, yeah, they got all of that over there, and we ain't in the mosque right now, so it's a little bit easier to go get that if we wanted to go get that. You know what I mean? Like, first thing we as brothers do is we grow that goatee back. We silence. I'm real talk. We silence that voice in our head that says shave. And what it becomes is, I ain't gonna shave. I'm gonna let my stuff grow out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Signs of
Even though
rebellion.
we've been taught, brother, go clean. But because we're not in the house physically and we're not taking care of this mosque, taking charge of it, we let our hair face grow. Then that's gonna lead to something else, doing something else. Like, ain't none of us, we all got our issues.
Right.
But you start to, it's like you got a ball of yarn. First thing to do is go to goatee. Okay, well, let's take this yarn off.
Listen,
right?
y'all.
Now you start to unravel because it becomes other things that I feel like I ain't at the mosque, so I could partake in this right here or this over here, whatever it may be. But the unraveling is not the problem. It's displaying yourself while you unraveling.
On full
You're
display.
taking pride in you unraveling, taking pride in our ignorance, our sin. We taking pride in it now and videotaping it. You know what I mean? So what? Sisters blowing kisses now through the pictures, the come get me look. You know, us as brothers, we heavy in the DMs, like those of us that ain't married. And I might be telling on myself, but so what? I'm gonna be keeping 100
all the way.
But it takes a brotherhood, a sisterhood to keep each other tight. Like you say, the radio show, whatever you could tap into, because it's not easy out here. Right. It's way easier now. You know, when we had that structure set up Monday night FOI class,
yes, sir.
It was something we took it for granted, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's something to tell your mind all day, I got to be at class tonight, physically. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to greet my brothers. Right. Even if I didn't feel like going, I'm glad that I went by the end of that night.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I learned something. I shared brotherhood with my brothers. And it's just, okay, I got gas and good gas in my tank now to push me through the week. But now we ain't got that. And we doing online courses now. And it's different. It's different. Because we all Monday night around 7:30. We got other things going on because we not physically in the mosque. It's kind of hard to just stop. And then, okay, let me get on the computer right quick with all other stuff you got going on. Not that it can't be done because it's being done.
Sure.
You know, but it's just different. So to keep from unraveling, man, everything that we've studied throughout the years, man, it's time to apply it now.
Yes, sir.
We have to apply it
to show
that it works. Allah is saying, get out and show what you learned. Show what this is about.
Yes, sir.
But we unraveling instead. We going back to the streets because we never came together while we was in the house to do nothing.
Come on.
What makes you think we finna get together while we on the outside?
Come on.
We gonna get together and do some wrong or something because shit, bro, you into my pull up, whatever. But in order to keep from unraveling, man, we gotta stick together, stick to that word, absolutely. Keep our eyes on Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and make our way fun. Because now the enemy's way look like, man, I've been here for years. That must be the way to go because they successful over there. Man, let your eyes be cool to all that BS, man, and just hold on for a little longer.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Let's hold on together. Let's put in work together. And I mean, we know it's not the same, but let's just stick in there and hang in there for a little bit longer,
all the way.
Man. You know what I mean?
All the way.
That's just my take on it. Like, I don't want to see nobody unravel, but when I see it, it's like, damn, bro, why you got to show that? Or damn, sis, why you got to show that? Like,
right.
You know.
Nah, this is the I am the Ma's time now.
Right.
Like,
Listen.
this in you. Yeah, I mean, it has to be in you. And like, even the people that we are seeing unravel, greater is he is not in him. Or not in them.
It becomes evident.
Yeah, brother. Because those of us who are rooted and grounded, you know, we continue to be successful. And I remember hearing the minister one time say, you can tell the believers because they are the successful ones.
That's it.
So the believer will continue to rise and become successful regardless of his surroundings, regardless of the environment, you know. But I do recognize what he was saying as far as the brotherhood. You know, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that the believers are like twigs. You know, by themselves they're easy to break, but if you put them in a bundle, it's harder to break them. You know what I'm saying? So this is the beauty and the value of the brotherhood, man. Like, just the fact that we here today, man.
Come on.
Right.
You know, you just made yourself available. And I mean, even if I'd have just talked to you on the phone for a few minutes, I'd have been satisfied with that, you know. But you know, you got me in your home and
come on,
showing me love
all
man.
day.
Brother Derreck, man, spent most of the day with me, you know, and riding me around, and you know, it's love.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of our people in the world don't have that.
Listen.
You know, but our love is real.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? When it's really in you, it don't take too much for us to love each other. We don't know each other from anywhere.
Right. Come on.
From different parts of the country, grew up in different parts of the, you know.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I ain't never been to Milwaukee.
Never.
Too damn cold out there.
Right.
Cold-hearted people, cold-hearted weather.
Look at that. But you still love your brother.
I love my brother, man.
All
Y'all
day,
man. I keep the gap by my side.
Come on, brother. So, hey, you know, so that's what it's all about, man. It's about, and that's what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan wants from us. He wants us to love one another.
Come on, brother.
That's what it's all about, man, because we know he loves us. The sacrifice that he's done, the work that he's put in, man.
Come on.
Nobody can say that he doesn't love us, our people. But now it's time for us to show that we love him. And we can do that by showing that we love one another, man, and taking this little bitty time that we have left to go after our people.
Come on.
Matter of fact, on that note, we're in the last 13 minutes, 12 minutes of the show.
Okay.
We're going to talk about, I want to give you all a chance to talk about that love and show love to other NOI hip-hop artists that are out there. Who is in your deck right now that you got on spin? Right now, that's in the NOI hip-hop community. And after that, we're going to talk about your upcoming project.
I thought you was going to say, I was going to ask you, who's your top 5? In the nation. In the nation.
You know, y'all want to go there?
Let's go there. Your top 5, go.
Get first.
Well, I'm gonna answer the first question first. I'm gonna answer the first question first, man. In my deck is Great Go to Griot.
Come on.
You know, man. I mean, hey, you know, not just because I'm on this project, man. Great Go is my favorite MC.
Come on.
I give it up to him. You know what I'm saying? I love that brother, man. But you know, we got some giants.
Come on.
You know, like I love Arian. I love Heck of a Mecca.
Come on, shout him out.
Yeah, I love Cam.
Come on.
You know, H Deuce. That's my brother. You know, I love P1 Threezy. You know what I'm saying? And you know damn well I love Derreck Fourreal.
All day.
I've been rocking with him all day.
You better know it. You did 7 though. Somebody 2 of them got to come out, but take myself out of that. Go ahead, Rock. Your 5.
man. That's a hard question. I've been doing the mixtape series for a couple of years now, and I've been playing, you know, somebody new every year.
Okay.
So, man, like brother said, let's say if I exclude Present Party, let's say if I exclude for the purpose of this, because I'm gonna look biased.
What?
If I put y'all in the top 5 while y'all here.
Yeah, I mean,
well, allow me 7.
Yeah,
allow me 7. Allow me 7 then. Because it goes without saying that I'm obviously a Gat Turner fan. I'm obviously a Fourreal fan. Been playing y'all records for years, my mixtapes.
Absolutely.
Obviously, we can't talk about NOI Hip-Hop and not talk about the fact that we're standing on the shoulders of brothers like West Coast Camp.
Absolutely.
Man, I've been rocking Peace Treaty and I mean, bruh. And then to come and sit next to my brother and be a soldier next to the brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Honor. What an honor.
Yes, sir.
You know? And then to take it to the 90s when I had a chance to meet brothers like Hashim out of Chicago at that time.
Right.
Brother. And he got so much material. But before I met Hashim, I was rocking. In fact, I was a host on a radio show in the early 2000s, and I got introduced to P13.
That's your third one?
That's number. I guess it'd be number 3.
Okay, come on.
And I can't say enough good about brother's drive, his material, his energy, his consistency. I have to shout out, and then brother, I didn't meet until the last 5 years, is Golden Child.
Come on.
Golden Child.
Dude is a monster, man.
What a clap button at?
Yeah.
There we go.
Doper than his father.
Come on.
Oh, I seen you heard that.
I seen him. I be telling him, man, it's tight on you, son.
I seen you heard that.
Come on.
Golden Child is coming for you, son.
Right.
Come on.
And I want to shout out a brother, man, that's Atlanta based that ain't too few people are paying attention to.
I think I know who you talking about.
I want to shout out, man, in my top 5, brother Yusef.
Yes, sir.
Being consistent. Let me give him a
brother Yusef. Yeah.
Man, ATL represent,
dope,
man.
That ain't brother Tay, is it?
No,
man.
Man, see, that's why I had to spend to my 7.
Okay.
It's so many. It's so many
Yusef, okay.
that the people need to know about. And that's why, we do what we do. And so, you say yours already?
Nope.
Go for it.
My top 5. Yeah, for real. I say something wrong?
No, man.
Okay.
Do your thing.
All right. No, I'm good. All right. Of course, I'm going to roll with my brother Cam. Indeed. Because, like I said, man, he made it cool for us to rap about what it is that we standing on. You know what I mean? Like, not even in no corny way, bro. It's just like, man, that's what he saved a lot of lives, brother Cam. So, Cam, I'm gonna go with my brother Ali. Oakland, y'all sleeping on Ali, man.
Wow, Ali, man, he got some bomb records.
Man, I'm trying to tell you know what I mean?
Represent LA.
I mean, I'm gonna go with y'all. We speak about. Damn, can I add these two together? Hashim and Young Khan and Don.
Come on, man. You can't forget
Don, man.
I'm putting them together. So that's 3. All right. Then I'm
gonna call us out for having 7 and then put 2 brothers together.
Because they just like they together. They like Siamese twins. So that's 1. All right. So them y'all sleeping on Hashim's son. Y'all said Golden Child, but brother Tariq.
I've heard him. I've heard him.
He a problem, bro.
Yo, man, come on, brother.
H-Deuce, them boys is tight on your heels, brother.
And the sisters, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, it's a sister out of Philly. And her name is Jasmine 19, I believe. She was in the mosque rapping with some other Vanguard sisters. They was rapping over the NWA Dope Man beat. And then she did another freestyle over Mob Deep beat in the car. Ooh. Sister Jasmine, bro. She out of Philly.
I'm gonna look for her.
Yo. Sister Jasmine.
She don't really do a whole lot, but when she drops, man, it's hotter than fish grease, bro. Man, of course, we ain't gonna leave out the sister Neelam, heck of a Mecca.
All day.
All the sisters.
Keelan the Honda.
All day, come on.
Sister name? You said what her name is?
Keelan the Honda.
Yo, man, come on, man.
Yeah. Let me get this round of applause for her, man. She dropped a dope freestyle on IG recently.
She be standing there with her husband in the back.
That one.
Oh yeah.
That one.
She called for sure.
Young people coming up, brother.
And there's so many that we left out, but it's so many. I would say P13. we still got to run that fade though, bro. Righteous competition, man.
It ain't over.
It was over. It was over like a month, but we got to run that. We got to run that fade, bro.
Okay, let me do one more station ID. You are tuned in to the Rockwell Radio Show.
Still versus, man.
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, because this right about now is the Rockwell Radio Show, unscripted, unplanned, but God is in control.
We gotta, like I said, we gotta make our way fun, man. Like we got on that verses, I just had to bring it up. Like it's a little carried away. It wasn't nothing personal or intentional, but us in this nation, man, if we can't have fun with our way, I mean, man,
who you following if you're not having fun?
You know what I mean? Like we love they way, we love the verses and what Swiss and Tim out there doing, and we get caught up in the hype, and everybody's doing their thing to promote it and sell it. Why we can't do it, man? We get mad at each other. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, no.
So before we close out with Gat Turner's new project, let me ask y'all both this question.
What's up?
Let's say if we could put together the perfect NOI Hip-Hop verses, who would you want to see compete, brother Gat, and who would you want to see compete, D?
We might be on to something here, brother. Let you go.
And let's just assume that it's all in-house,
right?
It's all in. We ain't worried about the world. We just talking about for us,
right, in the nation, and it's all positive.
Of course,
right. Righteous competition, right, at its finest. Who you got?
Well, I've had people approach me to do a versus with Greco, so I think that would be dope, but I wouldn't want to do VERSUS. I would want to do a VERSES.
Come on, beautiful,
you know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
Because even it's righteous competition, but it's not coonery and buffoonery.
Listen.
And I'm a fan of Greco. You know what I'm saying? So I could never find myself being disrespectful.
Never.
With my brother.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? It would be righteous competition, but I could do half of my songs, but the second half of it, man, I could be throwing his songs.
How about it?
So I could pick my favorite.
You got like
Greco
a Scarface Ice Cube relationship.
Yeah,
like y'all would do versus playing each other's records.
Yeah.
I love when he said that.
Yeah,
man.
So. Because I've been approached about that a couple times from different believers,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rockwell Radio Show is open now. we are open and we do host.
Well, Greco don't do a lot of stuff. Gray, I ain't trying to put you on the spot or nothing. He just asked me that, so I told him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got, D? If you had to pair two for a battle, who would it be?
Man, brother, like before we started talking about all this versus stuff, I actually had did a whole post and commercial lining up people in the nation who I thought would be dope in the verses.
Right.
I did I think Cam would be dope with J Electronica.
Come on. You did say that.
That'll be dope. You know what I mean? I said Hashim versus a kind of Don. Y'all gotta go head up. You know what I mean? That'll be powerful.
You did say that.
You know what I mean? Heck of a Mecca, Neelam.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, I'm the Don King of this stuff, bro. We can put it together. You know what I mean? Promotion, real. We could really put it together, you know what I mean? And have fun with it. And not, like you said, we're not against each other.
Of course.
We just displaying our talent.
Promote the genre, promote NOI Hip-Hop, man. Yep.
So
all of the aforementioned artists, you just heard it.
Yeah. Let's
make it happen.
And Golden Child got to go ahead with his brother Tariq.
Listen.
And I want to smoke with any and everybody, man. I don't care who it is. Like, sure. This thing right here might go down. You talking about Greco. Hold up.
I wouldn't be staying over your house, I'll tell you that much.
You get caught slipping. Put you on that nation screen.
We know you're Stilo.
Hey, man, you got to win the fight before the fight even started.
Yo,
you know what I mean? Sure. You tactical over here, brother.
Gat Turner, we're going to close out the show with you, dear brother. Tell us about the new project, its title, when it's coming out, and what inspired it.
Praise be to Allah. Well, it is dropping October 16th. The name of the project is called The Resurrection of Gat Turner.
Come on.
Right? First single off of the project is called I Ain't Dead. You can go check that out on YouTube. It's all over Facebook. So, keep your eyes out. Holy Day of Atonement. I'm gonna have a Holy Day of Atonement gift for y'all. So
that's what's up.
Check
Praise
it
be
out.
to Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
So we're gonna do final words. We're gonna let my brother D Fourreal say his final words or whatever he want to say in this unscripted Rockwell Radio Show, and we'll give Brother Gat the final word to say whatever he want to say.
Man, once again, I just thank Allah for you, brother. You know what I mean, opening your home, opening your station to us. You know what I mean, and at the drop of a dime, you know what I mean. Like I said, you do so much for us as artists, brother, and I don't got no flowers over here physically, but I'm gonna give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? While you here, and I admire. This is my DJ right here.
Come on with it, man.
My brother Gat pulling up on me. You know what I mean? I got the call. He said, "I'm in your city. Where you at?" I'm in Decatur. Pull up.
Come on, man.
But this is what it's all about, man. Love for our brotherhood, and coming together, striving to keep each other tight, so we can continue to deliver great work to the masses, man. Helping the minister get our people, brother. That's it. I love y'all, and it's all good.
Say a word. Gat, turn this on you. Final word, my brother.
Hey, man, same thing, man. I got a hashtag Black Love Matters, man, and that's what this is all about, and just like my brother, man, I want to give you a shout out as well. I said you was NOI Hip-Hop. You said we are NOI Hip-Hop.
That's right.
But you the glue, though.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it because we always need somebody to pull us together, man.
Say word.
And recognize the value in us and make us see the value in ourselves, man. So I thank you for doing that. And man, just, in the hospitality and the love that you brothers have shown me, man, I mean, this is just as good as a mosque meeting to me.
Say that. Say that.
Praise be to Allah.
Man, this round of applause is for Gat Turner. This round of applause is for Derreck Fourreal, man. We love you. The microphones of the Rockwell Radio Show is always open for y'all, man. Always open for y'all.
I come back after I drop that thing.
And we got to talk about it.
Yes, sir.
So, you know what it do?
Yes,
This
sir.
is DJ Rockwell. That's Gat Turner. This is D Fourreal. And you are tuned in to the Rockwell Radio Show. Next week, join us right back here. We'll have our brother Donique live from New York.
Big D coming down. Donique. Hey, matter of fact,
coming to the show.
He's number 6 on my top 5.
That's what's up.
All right, you named 7 people though.
All right, cool. Hey, get your OCOB gear right here. I'm always selling something.
Sir.
Our culture, our brand. Get your shirt today, your hoodie, your sweatsuit. Hey,
I hit him up for 2 of them today.
Hey, he bought 2 of them. Rock, we're gonna come bring his. He gonna come out of shop.
I gotta have it.
OCOB, our culture, our brand, the way it should be, for real.
We out of here next week live on the Rockwell Radio Show. Salute.
Yeah.
Rockwell, I'd like to know, are you really ready for some super dynamite soul? And thank you.